We got, most things are up here pre-market. Tesla hit 286 pre-market today. Um, we're sitting around 283 right now. Meta 626. Amazon 205. Excuse me. And let's see what else going on. Google's almost back above 170. Apple's doing okay. But yeah, pretty much everything's just kind of recovering here. Yesterday was honestly a really big day. I think Tesla had its best day since back over here in November, at least one day gain. So interesting there. I it's tough for me to want to continue to chase this, but when there's strength there, that's kind of what I've been waiting on to try to catch. Ideally I wanted the 250 break, but we gapped over that and ran to 280 yesterday. So I don't want to be too greedy on this, but I do think 300 could be in store, maybe by at least some point this week, unless the whole market kind of topples back over. We're opening just a little green here on NQ, up about 0.25%. If you guys have other tickers you want me to look at, more than happy to. I'm just personally going to be watching Tesla. Probably going to be trading the 290 calls. The 300 calls will work as well. It all kind of depends on what you want to spend. I may even do the 300s actually early in the week. Those are probably going to have a ton of open interest and volume here. I am live on YouTube, yes. Yeah, most likely calls. Yeah, so 300 calls have 33,000 open interest. The 290s have 21,000. That's pretty good. Let's see here. IV is 85%. So I mean that's not a little bit. I'm probably gonna go 300s. Honestly, I'm having a little bit better time trading a little bit further out of the money just because they're a little cheaper. And I can buy a couple more contracts so I can then scale in. So I'm going to go 300 calls as of now. I may switch, but you guys can probably guess what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for some sort of pullback off the open. I don't want to be aggressive. I don't want to be getting in the first candle of the day. I have to see some sort of pullback. If I can get the pullback off the open that I want, ideally down to like, I don't know, 278, at least 280 at the very, very least. And then I'm probably going to look to play like the 284 to 285 break. Looking for a breakthrough of pre-market high at 286.30. And then above that, really 290 is just kind of the target. I feel like yesterday I left a lot on the table, just not being patient. But that was kind of the first day we got some strength after a long time of just selling pressure. So I do want to, keep that in mind. I don't want to just blindly think that this is going to go another 20 points today. Is it doable? 100%. But I'm definitely going to scale out of most of my position around 290 and then just kind of look to see if that can continue. So other than that, guys, everything else looks, just kind of like okay to me. I mean, to me, NVIDIA looks like one of the weaker names. AMD was really strong yesterday, so that's showing a lot more strength than NVIDIA, which I think is kind of interesting. And yeah, other than that, I mean, nothing too exciting to talk about other than that. Do y'all have any? Yeah, Scott. Yeah, you're telling me, man. I had what did I have yesterday? The 270s. Insane. Insane. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, no, they're. I'm pretty sure they're over 2,000. TK, you called it yesterday. I don't. Something's not right with the RX Pookie. I can just tell because my viewers are super low. I can see that we're live, but there's no post. I think maybe the problem is we have Penny Boy Stock as the Twitter on StreamYard and not Penny Boy Trades, I think. I don't know. It's just weird to have 5 people. I don't know. Not a crazy deal, but in case you're not doing anything. Let's see. Any 290 or 300 both? Yeah, I'm probably going to go 300 calls. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. But I'm sorry. Back to you. Any of today's watch list worth getting? So, I mean, I'm watching Tesla. I kind of just went over that. I'm watching the 300 calls. And, again, looking for some sort of pullback off the open down to 280, 278, around there. Want to see buyers kind of hold that. Want to see it bounce back up. Kind of going to play the new high of the day through 285. And then want to see a pre-market high break 286.30. And, want to see this go up to 290 and ideally break that. So that's kind of my trade. Probably going to scale out a little bit before 290, look for a break, sell some more, then maybe try to hold on a little longer. But other than that, nothing too crazy. Very simple setup I'm looking for. If the market opens and Tesla goes straight through 290, I'm not going to chase it. It can do whatever it wants. I don't care. So I'm going to take a 118 call on AMD. Okay, nice. Was it something I said? I don't know. TTD. Let's take a look. Trade desk. Up pretty nice pre-market here, but this thing has been hurt badly. Let's see. It's over 60 now. I don't know. I mean, could see a recovery. Is it a trade that I'm looking to kind of day trade? Not really. It's just not a stock to me that has a ton of volume and a ton of momentum. Obviously after those bad earnings in January, it looks like maybe February. Oh yeah, Charlie, maybe so. Maybe I'm canceled. That was a nice kind of slow short trade there, but to me, upside, it's not much of a day trade. It's more of a kind of a longer term upside swing. Yeah, so Pookie agrees it is good for swings. Yeah, maybe she did. Who knows? Let's see, what else was I missing here? I don't know. I don't see anything. We got about 3 minutes here, guys. Meta very strong here into the open. Tesla's just kind of flat. So again, 300 calls expiring this week is what I have loaded up. I want to see a pullback here off the open first, ideally down to around 280. I might get aggressive and take a small position down there. But other than that, just going to be looking for an opening range break through 285 and then looking for a move up to 290 ideally. So not an A+ setup, guys. Not going to be taking this with the heavy size or anything like that. So be smart. And let's see if we can make a couple bucks. Yesterday, we were done in the first 5 minutes. So maybe we can be done in the first 15 today. Are there any questions? Yeah, NVIDIA looks interesting. Right above that high over there, kind of right where that pink arrow is. Jag, I'm looking at that. But NVIDIA to me is one of the weaker names compared to AMD. So I have it up. If I can see some strength on that, I will consider it. But for right now, I'm just kind of waiting to see if that'll move a little better. Market just totally reversed here. It looks like a buy went to a sell imbalance there. Tesla back down. Apple dropped off. NQ, SPY, same thing. So that's good. I want to see this pullback. I want to see them kind of pull it into 278, 280 area, guys. Like I said, that's where I want to see a bounce. So I may get aggressive, like I said, and buy a little position down here, kind of in this bubble. If we can get that price early on, but again, it could drop and then just keep dropping. So it's not, if you guys are going in with one contract, that's just not something you can do. The safe entry is wait for the pullback and then enter kind of right as we break 284.50 and look for that 285 break, then 286, then up to 290. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. So let's see what we got. 45 seconds here. I did see that a bomb squad found a bunch of incendiary bombs at a Texas Tesla dealership either yesterday or the day before. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know who in their right mind thinks that shorting Tesla stock is really going to affect Elon Musk personally. But Redman, unfortunately, we got about 10 seconds here until the market opens, so I'm going to have to focus here, but I can look at that in a couple minutes. All right, here we go. 2 seconds. Like to see this keep dropping there. 282, market kind of falling off a little bit. Come on, keep coming. Like to see under 281. Barely got it there. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab one contract here, guys. Very aggressive. If you're sizing with one contract, then that's totally up to you. I just want to see if there's any sort of relief bounce here. Anywhere around 280 is where I want to see people come in and start buying this up. Market kind of bouncing here. This is where I want to see buyers really step in. I got a 235 fill on that, so already still about break even here, but this is where I want to see a bounce. Stop loss is probably going to be under 278. Again, this is a very, very small position, guys. I'll add the majority of my position kind of on this high a day break through 284 if I can see this really get going. Yeah, 300 calls what I'm looking at. I want to see us get back above VWAP here. We're kind of struggling a little bit. Little bit of buying pressure. Market is bouncing as well. That's good. Remember, the real entry is around 284. To me, this is moving a little slow, but again, I'm fine with it taking a few minutes. 219. Nice, Gio. Market kind of reversing back over here. Very, very laggy screen right now. Still holding 280. Totally fine with that. Broke under it. I may take off this starter. I'll just probably stick to 278. I literally only have like 2 contracts right here. Only down about 15 cents a contract. See if we can hold here. Market's starting to bounce again. Gotta get back above 280. 280 is going to be the area. Nice, mate. No, a little scalp. Again, this isn't like a real entry here at all, guys. This is just kind of trying to get aggressive on an opening pullback, and then seeing if we can get an opening range break like we got yesterday. So I kind of got what I wanted here down to 278, 280. Ideally, we can hold around here. Even if we come down closer to 275, we still could have a high day in play. So I may cut this little starter here and just take a little paper cut loss. We'll see what happens here. The market's rolling over. Let's see if this can hold at all. It's trying to. It's SPY, NQ trying to come back for lows. All right, I'm going to get out of that for now. I'm going to wait till we get back above VWAP to really even consider it. This could easily just kind of be a pullback kind of play. Or kind of day, I mean, but we'll see. It needs to have some sort of relief here. It did just flip red on the day, though, which is kind of interesting. Pookie, what are you thinking? I think it still looks good. This is still not a bad area for this to bounce at all, guys. I'm not mad at this. I don't want to see it go south of 275, but as long as we can kind of hold up in here, I'm still happy. Nice, KSI. It's good. SPY trying to roll over here for a low of the day. Tesla's not selling off too hard. It's just kind of slowly getting dragged down a little bit, it seems like. I want to see an aggressive buy up here at some point soon, though, and get us back above 280. That's going to be a really good sign that we could go see high a day quickly here. SPY broke under 575. Tesla really not that affected right now on this candle, at least. But I want to be patient. I'm talking. Oh, never mind. Tesla's still kind of holding here. NQ trying to make a new low, though. That may bring this down. Look at Tesla hold on its own here. That's great. NQ got bought up there a little bit. Back to lows on futures there. Want to be patient. I'm fine with this taking 10 15 minutes to kind of set up. We do have news here in 25 minutes, which could affect things a little bit, but quick new low here. Yeah, once we get back above VWAP and 280, guys, this I think this is going to be a great trade. We just got to wait. Or it may just come all the way down to 270. I don't know. This is probably as far as I want to see it go, down here to 275. So break under 275 to me is a no bueno. But any sort of bounce in this area, I like it. Especially if it's strong and we can get back above 280 quickly. Contracts are $1.50. It's pretty cheap. Quick bounce here on NQ and SPY. Let's see how Tesla reacts to that. Not much strength at all. Let's see a bounce here, Tesla. I'm thinking about even just buying a tiny position again here because the stop is so tight, but I don't know. I hate kind of double trying that, but the risk to reward here all the way back up to the high of the day is great. SPY, NQ trying to bounce. I'm just not seeing any sort of buying pressure yet at all on Tesla, which is kind of what it's making me a little hesitant for that earlier entry. Still holding 275 beautifully here, though. This is where I want to see that aggressive bounce, that really strong candle all the way up, 278, 279 quickly here. I don't want to see this roll back over through 275. Nice. Starting to see a little bit of buying pressure here. Futures are having a hard time getting back up to their highs of day, though. $277. I want to see us break through 278 here. I think that'll help us at least go test VWAP. Yeah, I agree. I hope you guys can see that. We have a big wick candle here, a rejection 278, and another rejection at 278 here. So above that, obviously 279 may act as a little bit of resistance, but you also have VWAP and 280 there. So, you break through some of those levels, that's where you can kind of get a circuit breaker, kind of a move there. Look at futures now starting to pop. I'm telling you, if we can see a nice volume candle through 280, I think we're about to be off to the races here. So let's be patient. No real reason to get in early down here. You can just wait for the safer trade. A little bit of a wick here on futures. I want to see this get going here. Yeah, I think right above 278, we could see some buying momentum here. Good job, KSI. Good trade. However, a breakthrough 275 to me could ruin the day here. So a base out here would be awesome. Even if it just goes flat for a little while. Tesla kind of rolling over here ahead of futures. Not ideal. NQ SPY trying to push here. Gotta see some volume come into this. What else is going on? Snow popped a little bit. Apple's decently strong. Amazon's doing okay. Meta kind of pulled back off the open. Nothing too exciting. Tesla seems to be kind of one of the weakest ones, actually. NQ really starting to push now. Just broke its high of the day from the open. So that's definitely showing some weakness here on Tesla. Really don't want to see 275 get taken out, but it's about to. Yeah, there it goes. I don't know. So far, not looking good. May have to just move around. Only about 10 minutes into the day, though. Plenty of time for something to happen. NQ rolling over, SPY rolling over. This could have really pulled Tesla down. Look at that candle. What news just came out? It's not on a kind of a news minute here. Let's see. I don't see anything yet. Nice, Wyatt. VWAP stands for volume weighted average price. So that yellow line is basically the average price based on the volume also traded so far on that day, if that makes sense. It's VWAP if you want to look it up. VWAP. Snow's honestly moving kind of well, but it's not at a good level for me to trade it. Amazon 205, Nvidia under 120. Nothing too exciting so far. So be smart. Let's be slow and patient here. There's still more than a chance for Tesla to bounce, guys. So, I mean, it's not like too far, but I think definitely under 270, it's going to be too far to get that, that new kind of new high a day. But especially with news coming out here in about 15 minutes, that could pop the market. That could easily get this back 277, 278, above 278 with some volume, and then a nice breakthrough 280. That's to me completely still in store here. And then, we're 3.5 bucks from that high of the day. So things can turn around quickly here. $273 about to get taken out. Google's kind of chopping on some lows. Nothing special. Sit back. No stress. I did on Rod, at least for now. Thanks for asking, though. Under 273 here. Even though we're pulling back on Tesla, guys, to me, this isn't like a hard sell off. This isn't something that is aggressively getting sold. It's kind of getting dragged down by the market. There hasn't been any real buying pressure. Obviously, it was up a ton yesterday. It was up more pre-market. It's now kind of flipped red on the day. So there's a couple factors on why it could kind of slowly sell off. But don't think that this can't completely reverse here in a blink of an eye at some point here. I really don't want to see us go under 270. I mean, I really didn't want to see us go under 275, but I think under 270 to me puts it a little too far away. Unless obviously there's some crazy rebound. I don't want to be over 15 points from the high of the day. So we'll see what happens here. A couple other things trying to reverse off their highs. SPY and Q new lows. Pay attention to futures and kind of how they're affecting Tesla. And the videos on lows. If there's any questions, you guys feel free to ask. I'm just kind of sitting back here. I don't see any stocks I'm looking to take entries on. Just kind of managing Tesla, see what that does. Other than that, you know, may just be a cash day. We'll see. Well, I guess it took that little starter, but that was like a paper cut trade. So that's the whole point of those, though. You know, if you can't go in with more than one contract, you know, on something like that, then obviously it's not a startup position. But you know, I was planning to go in with 5, maybe 8, maybe 10 contracts on that. If I buy one or two, you know, that's less than a quarter of what I wanted to go in with. So I could do something like that. I literally only lost $40 on that little stop loss, so it wasn't major. I don't know. I just want to put that into perspective for y'all, so you know how those work, especially if you're new. Tesla trying to bounce here. When there's some sort of move like this, guys, and even especially if people are coming in and shorting this, you know, if we break this downtrend here and we get one nice green candle with some volume, I'm telling you, I know I've kind of said it multiple times, but that can kind of squeeze anyone shorting this today. That could quickly flip the momentum, especially if the overall market bounces with this. I mean, I'm telling you, all this is going to take is a nice move through 278, and we could be back at higher day in 1 or 2 more minutes after that. So other than that, I mean, I have no interest in buying down here. I'm just going to let it kind of do what it wants. I already tried it small this morning. I'm not going to give it another chance until it's really ready to go. Also, another reason, for anyone that maybe doesn't understand why I bought that opening dip this morning, it's for a reason like this. This is what happened just yesterday. Quick dip off the open, kind of down into a support level, 255, 256. Obviously it was the next candle, but it's kind of the same principle. Want to see a pullback, kind of buy into the first dip into some support, break through the high of the day. I mean, this pulled back $2, buy the dip there, and then it rips, from 250, 57 all the way up to 262 in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. So $5 move quickly like that, you can make some good money. You can also add into that trade when it starts working for you. So that was the big reason why I wanted to try some sort of opening weakness. But that's also why I take it with very small size. I'm not buying an entire position on the opening pullback. Pretty terrible action on futures, though. Meta looks terrible. Google looks terrible. Apple did okay, not really well. Amazon kind of untradeable as well. How does watching futures help? It's a good question. So the reason that I watch futures is because, well, and let me just explain kind of what futures are. Like SPY and NQ is what I watch, right? So SPY is obviously the S&P 500, and NQ is the NASDAQ, right? So a lot of the stocks that I trade, well, really all of them, are involved in either both or at least one of those futures baskets, right? So SPY is a basket of 500 of the top performing names. NQ is kind of a basket of big tech names and stuff like that. So I want to see how the overall basket is moving. So right now, for example, Tesla to me is showing a little more weakness than the market. Okay. So Charlie, this is a picture of NQ, which is going to be the NASDAQ. And then obviously this is going to be a picture of Tesla. So Tesla is going to be much, Tesla's obviously moving straight down a little more than NQ is. Hang on, Meta's popping off a little bit here. What do these contracts look like? 630s. 630s are expensive. We'll see. But does that make sense, Charlie? So I'm kind of watching how the overall basket's moving, and I compare it to my stock. So I want to see, is the stock that I'm watching, is it stronger than the market? Is it weaker than the market? Is it moving just exactly like the market? Kind of something like that. Meta going for new highs here. Just broke. Little wall at 630. Market's pushing to Tesla, really not doing much. I hate to see that. Meta trying to go for a 630 break. NQ SPY still pushing up. I think Meta's going to go for it right here. New high. Wow. Future still pushing. Tesla just not really showing any strength. So probably going to move on from that. Losing a bad little scalp there on Meta. NVIDIA. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. NVIDIA and Tesla are some of the weaker ones here. Meta just pulled right back. Come on, Tesla, let's go, man. This is terrible. Trying to get its way back above 275. I mean, I know I've said it 100 times this morning, guys, but the momentum can flip here very quickly. So I'm not totally counting this out. Under 270, I probably will, but until then, there's still a chance. We do have news here in 2 minutes, though, so maybe that'll be a factor in this getting back up there or not. If news, comes out bad here, consumer confidence, market drops, Tesla drops under 270, call it a day on that. Amazon new high, Apple new high. Snow kind of has an interesting price action setup here, but not really something I'm looking to trade today. I would like to keep an eye on Meta though at 630. That move right there was kind of interesting to me. It was pretty similar to the market, but this is still stronger. This could be kind of like a cup and handle kind of deal here. Especially if this kind of makes some sort of bull flag. I would consider a 630 break. 640 calls is probably what I'm going to be looking at. I do have those loaded up in case I want to trade this. But I would like to see the market pull back just a hair to kind of match this. So just in case I do want to trade it, obviously there's no guarantee. I am going to kind of get the 640 calls ready here. Tesla back up 275 finally. Still seeing some strength in the market though, which is good. At least on NQ, we're up near the highs of the day. Yeah, Amazon just pushed through 205, 50 there. I saw that. NQ starting to push here. All right, so there's the news right there on consumer confidence. Looks like market's going to roll over. I want to see what Meta does here at VWAP. That could be interesting. Looks like market's going to just totally roll over. What's up, Pookie? Tesla not that affected by that news, but it's is one of the names that's down the most here. Let's see what happens. NQ Spy definitely still showing some weakness after that news. Who can name this kind of a pattern here that Tesla has? Roughly. Yeah, it could kind of be an age. I'm thinking more bear flag. Same thing, right? They're the same principles. Strong move down, relief bounce, roll back over. Well, we can do a pattern lesson maybe on Thursday night with my coaching people. Tesla about to come for a new low of the day. To me, this pattern looks okay, but I don't really want to switch up like that. Meta 625. Tesla's still going here, about to make a new low. This may go straight through 270 with the way the market's moving right now. Yes, there's my coaching link too. If y'all want to join that lesson on Thursday, I think I'll do that. I'll do like a charting 101. Yeah, Latvian, exactly. Exactly. Look at that. Kind of a failed new low so far. Try to fake some people out. I have no interest in trading this new low, guys. So this can do whatever it wants. It's unfortunate. I wish the news was affected the market positively, because obviously I wanted this above 280, but sometimes you don't get what you wish for. Meta under 624. Amazon had a quick pullback. Wow, almost $2. Everything's dropping right now. I'm not mad at Tesla coming back down though, so I can buy some more shares on it. We'll see how Tesla reacts at this low of the day, though. If it breaks through, it could break through straight through 270, or we're going to see this get held by the buyers here. So far, it hasn't slipped very hard. SPY trying to bounce and Q trying to bounce. I mean, this is just total chop city, though. NQ's been flat all morning. Yeah, this may be kind of a late morning type of run here if we get it. Yeah, I started buying some around 230, 235 on Rod on Tesla. But for some reason, when I transferred money over to another account, they've been holding it for 5 business days. So tomorrow, it finally unlocks for me to buy. So it sucks seeing Tesla go from 230 to 280, in the last 2 days. But to me, anywhere down here is still okay. But I'm also not just buying Tesla, I'm buying other things. It's about time I started one of these, Yeah, I do as well. That's pretty funny. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know what I thought we'd see today, honestly. Typically after a big move the day before, you may not get a crazy continuation through it, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just good to be skeptical after a big day, right? A lot of people can come FOMO into the market, get chopped up. It's a big thing that I used to do um, as a new trader is kind of see a big move happen the day before and just think that even something half the size of that could happen the next day, and it was very high odds. And most of the time, it's not. If the market comes way down one day, there's a very easy chance that there could be a little relief bounce next, right? Super small, yeah. So I mean, big reason why, guys, in like any position I take either in the future today or even that starter position, just like nothing, going in with super tiny size. Look at another thing I want you guys to start trying to notice, on your own, is seeing what futures are doing. So that's NQ on the left and SPY on the right. Look how choppy they are. Look at the indecision in the market right now. You get a 4 or 5 minute move down, 4 or 5 minute move up in the same range pretty much. Think of chop as indecision, right? The market doesn't know which way it wants to go, rather than just lines going up and down your screen, right? Try to think from a psychological point of view as well. Above 627 might be a good time to get into Meta calls. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I do think Meta had some pretty good strength earlier. I don't really want to get in above 627. To me, I would just kind of wait for this to get up here closer to 630 and maybe scalp it. But then again, you're just kind of blindly scalping a $10 level. On a big time frame here, Meta is coming up into a kind of a resistance zone here, a supply zone. So I don't know, just kind of things to consider. If I did trade, Meta, it would be very, very small. Just kind of look for a quick little scalp, maybe $1 move through 630 and move on. I don't know. Just kind of my thoughts here. Good, Freckle. Watching futures is, to me, very underrated. A lot of, some people don't consider watching them against their stocks. I even know guys at the firm I interned at who would call it a market call. If you think that, the market's going to go up and buy the market, why are you basing a stock on the market? I don't know. From my experience, it helps so much more to watch futures compared to your stock. Still bullish. Yeah, I mean, I am too. It's just simply a waiting game now until that volume comes in. Swap back at 575. Nice. But yeah, I want you all to pay attention to kind of how me and Pookie are going about these trades, right? We both kind of took small positions on Tesla into the weakness. And, to me, nothing really has changed. I've said it all morning, but this could easily get back up to the high of the day, in 15 minutes. So, it comes back to kind of knowing when to be aggressive and knowing when to be passive. Also, I talked about this morning that I want to see a pullback on Tesla. I wanted to see 278, 280 get held, but the market doesn't care what Ethan thinks. So maybe it needed to go see close to 270. Give buyers a chance to come in there, create a solid base. So we'll see what happens. Spine and Q trying at their highs of day again. We'll see if they can actually continue through that or if we're going to get just rejected. We will see. Nvidia trying to recover as well. Yeah, starting to see a little life here finally. Next level to watch is going to be 278. We are right at VWAP as well, so could see some rejection here, but if we can get above that, we could kind of get some some short squeeze action. Kind of failed to make a new low earlier. Let's see if this can turn around. Trying to break over VWAP here. I'm telling you guys, this could all change here pretty quickly, so try to stay focused. I still have those 300 calls ready to go. A little cheaper now too. Now that it's taking its time. Want to see some look at volume starting to spike here as well, guys. Volume starting to pick up, coming close to 278. Above VWAP. Let's see some continuation, Tesla. Come on, big fella. Little rejection. Nvidia trying to crack over 120 here. Come on, get bought up. NQ still up near its high of the day. SPY still up near its high of the day. Cross your fingers. One more good push here over 278. Let's go. I want to see them hold 275 here. It'd be a good number to bounce this thing off of. Yeah. Just be patient here. I like seeing volume kind of get elevated as we started making some kind of local highs here above like 276, 277. Volume's kind of died off on this little pullback. So ideally we could see some volume come back in, and then we can see that move back through VWAP and then to 278. This would be an awesome spot from the bounces, guys. So I'm still pretty positive we could see something here today. I like that it held 275 there. Just want to see a little volume pop here. That's all I want to see. Market get bought up a little bit. Come on, Tesla. Back to 275. Still very doable here for a bounce. This looks good to me. Just want to see just a big, strong volume candle here. Yeah, it's holding 275 well. As long as the overall market doesn't completely topple over on top of this, this could bounce here any second, start moving again. There you go. A little bit of movement there. Back to VWAP. Trying to get back above VWAP. Look at that. That's great. Want to see that hold, though. Come on. Stay up there. There you go. Great candle. I hope you could see kind of what I was looking at there, though, guys. Strong move up, kind of pull back, slow down, consolidated right above 275. All that's going to take is a little bit of volume to push this thing through, and you get a pop like that. So ideally, this is where we could really see this start to continue. I don't want to see it pull back really again back to 275. I want to see this can go straight for 278 here in a couple minutes. Want to see it hold above VWAP as well. This is where that momentum can shift back to the upside. Probably something I'm going to throw in a 5-minute chart. Got 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle here. Ideally, this closes above VWAP as well. Come on, stay up there. 10 seconds on this candle. They brought it back under. It's very unfortunate. 5 seconds. Closed it right at it. Getting a little bit later in the morning, but I think I'm going to stick around. Unless this goes back under 275, I'll stay here. In queue, trying to push for a new high a day. SPY doing the same thing. I mean, I don't know. They're kind of the same thing. I think consolidating maybe is a little different because I don't know. I think consolidating could be more so at like key levels, kind of like we saw right there at 275. Um, Indecision and like puttering around to me is more just like low volume, no movement kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if that makes total sense there. Fuki explained it kind of well there too. If that makes sense, Stick Man. I know that was the most clear explanation in the world by any means. Tesla's still kind of holding here above VWAP. I've got to see a nice move here through 277 and 278. That's what could really set this off. I hope you guys can see. If you guys go on a 5-minute chart, I want you to notice what I'm seeing here from 278 to 277 as well. Yeah, things are starting to move a little faster. Check out the 5-minute chart. I'll send a screenshot of this as well in case anyone wants to save it. But check out those two wicks on those second and third 5-minute candles and kind of look how that's lining up exactly with where we are now. This looks like it's getting ready to go, though. I love the way it's kind of holding here. There we go. Starting to see a little bit of a move through 277 now. Nice. 278.39 yesterday's close. That's a good it's a good level to have as well, Nacho. Nice. A little bounce in the market as well. Got to see some volume now. Got to see some volume. We're in a good spot. Still just sitting here. SPY in queue moving really well here on the 1 minute. So Tesla's kind of lagging right now. I don't love that. But all it's going to take here, I think, is just a nice volume candle to 278. Let's see if this kind of theory lines up. with the price action here. Yeah, literally. It's like watching paint dry. This is where some of the best trades come from, though. When they just kind of do nothing and they consolidate and get ready and they just explode. Market's moving well. Futures are, at least. So I want to see this get going. Meta is about to break 630 again as well. Come on, Tesla. Here we go. Starting to pop a little more. Boring here. Meta rejected again on 630. Market's still moving strong. It's probably going to break and move pretty nice, but not really something I want to chase right now. Spread's a little wide on that. Come on, Tesla. One big candle here up to 280. Just get moving. Inching closer to 278 here. This is where I want to see it really pop. Market pulled back as well. Tesla not really pulling back as of yet. This would be a bad time for it to pull back here, but here come NQ and SPY starting to roll over a little bit. Come on, Tesla. Yes, they are. Little pullback. Back down to VWAP. Not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not my favorite. Meta seems like it could go, but I don't know. I don't really love what I'm seeing right now in anything. Nice buy up there off VWAP again. It's a good sign, but we got to get this thing through 278 ASAP. I don't want to get too late in the morning. I don't want to see it really give up VWAP, and at the very most, I don't want to see 275 get taken out. If we break back down into this area, I'm going to call it a day. Meta still hasn't broken 630, but it's not really affected by this market pullback at all. Looks like it's about to go right here on this candle too. Yeah, my meta just broke. Nice little move there. Contracts only moved 5% though. All right, Tesla trying to get back up 277 now. There's just no volume in Meta. It's too late for that. Come on, Tesla. Let's see what you got. Nice bounce there, right off VWAP too. I mean, I love that. Just got to see 278. I want to see how this reacts. If it breaks through, we get that volume spike. To me, that's a positive, and that to me makes it a much higher odds that we might be able to see another kind of high of the day. But if we kind of just break through, don't really do much, then I'm not going to be as much of a fan. But that was a good bounce. Volume is going to be key here. New high on SPY. NQ's lagging a little bit. If Tesla can flip from red to green on the day, guys, it's going to be great. So what I think it was Nacho said 278.39 here. So look, we're about to flip green on the day. That could kind of trigger some algos as well to start buying this. We're down less than a 0.1% right now. Red on the day. A little bit of a volume spike, but not much there. But so far, I mean, that was a good little buy up on VWAP. This isn't anything I'm going to be entering on or anything like that, but little things like this will prove to me that there is a chance that we can get this here. So we close above 278. That's a good sign. See if we can hold it up here. Another thing I kind of want to keep in mind as well is we are just kind of on this little uptrend. So if that gets taken out, we go back through 275. I think you can kind of see now why a breakthrough here to me kind of ends the day for us on Tesla. But as long as we can stay above this and start working our way back above 280, that's when we could see a surge of buying come back in. Get this thing moving. So those FOMO buyers can come in and this will just take off. Another close above 278. That's good. Futures are at their high day though, so see how Tesla reacts to them if they pull back at all. Still waiting for a stronger candle here. Meta, pretty nice move. Another 83, or is that total, Wyatt? I almost took that scalp. Nice. All right, you're done then. Look at that thing go, 632. Here we go. Times and sales are starting to light up here. Just saw a nice little red to green candle. 279 is going to be another resistance level we got to get through. Futures did push with that, so it's not totally on Tesla, but nice little volume candle as well. At least above average volume. That's good. Here we go. It's starting to move now finally. Nice. All right. So we may have something here, guys. A little bit late in the day, but we may have something. Little wall at 280. I mean, I'm not obviously chasing this. To me, the real play is going to be up here near the high of the day. Kind of looking for a 285 break, but maybe there is something down here. I don't know. I'm not really looking to force anything right now. Let's check out a 5-minute chart here. Really, really nice 5-minute candle, guys. Not super crazy volume on it in total, but still a really strong candle. So may see a little pullback here. I don't know, but above 280, I think that's kind of where we can get a little bit of a short squeeze. Ideally, some shorts start covering, see some buyers start really stepping in. I mean, this could fly. So, early entries are going to be on you. I'm just going to kind of wait for the safer entry near the high of the day and still look for that same trade idea. Sure would have been nice to buy a little something down there at 275 when it started consolidating. But total gamble there, I feel like. Yeah, still got more room on this. So let's see. I don't really have any plans to go anywhere right now. Futures still pushing up again. Meta pushing as well. Amazon back to the high of the day. Google high of the day. I like it. I'm going to see some more. Nice. Going to have a red to green candle here on the 5-minute. Meta new high. Things are starting to pick back up here. Nice, Chag. Got to get a new high of the day here as well. Probably going to see 206 at least on that. Pay attention to futures, though, guys. Futures are a little bit extended considering the price action today. But I think we finally picked a direction here for the most part. Netflix, what's that doing? Ripping. Wow, we're almost back to 1,000. Jeez. That was kind of a nice consolidation break here on the daily. That was pretty nice. Yeah. I don't like trading stocks over $1,000. Tesla, nice little consolidation here before 280. I'm liking the price action here, guys. We'll see if this can continue or not. Nice candle. Future's still pushing. About 30 cents away from 280. Yeah, something good to practice right here is There's times and sales, guys. Watching times and sales. You catch some Meta Bull, nice $3 move. That was a nice little breakout there above 630. I should have tried that. Yeah, pretty nice move on the Tesla contracts from the bottom, that's for sure. Futures still chugging along here. NQ new high, SPY new high. Did you buy into that dip, Geo? Google above 170. Looks like a lot of things are breaking out here a little bit. So ideally, Tesla can get going. I have not, Goji. We're still kind of waiting for Tesla to get moving where we want it. Meta would have been a good trade. Probably should have tried that, but I don't really like where it is on a big time frame. Tesla kind of pulling back here under 279. Ahead of the market too. So if NQ and SPY roll over, this could have a little pullback here. Kind of retesting this 278 level. So ideally, this will act as some support. If we break under VWAP now, I'm going to call it a day. 275 is too far. But maybe that's what I need to do is get out of here so it'll move and we can all trade it. It tends to happen. Nice little buy up there also. Sweet. NQ new high. Nice job, Chag. That was a good trade. Tesla pulling back a little more here. Yeah, Google, Amazon, and Meta moved pretty nice these last like 10 minutes. Yeah, here in a bit. Testing 278 again. Market's still coming up by its highs, so I really don't want to see that roll over and pull this all the way down to like 276. But this is not a terrible spot for it to bounce. NQ and SPY seemingly getting like a little tired here. Tesla's starting to come back in. I want to see a bounce out of this zone. Yeah, that would be pretty solid. Let me take this trend line off. It's kind of pointless. Nice bounce there out of that zone. See if it sustains itself. This is one of those pullbacks, kind of like this one here, where you want to see buyers really come back in quickly and get this going here. This is a healthy pullback to me. I have no problem with that. As long as we don't like break under 276, I still like this. But we're getting a little bit late here in the day, so great buy up, guys. Look at that. Bullish engulfing candle so far. We can close up near the top of this candle here. That's awesome. That's really good. Come on, just give me a solid push here through 280. Let's get this show on the road. Meta pulled back all the way to 630. Little break and retest action right there. 278.60. Let's see if we can get a little bit of volume here through 279. Get back up there and try to break through 280 here pretty soon. Come on. Nice. It's a great looking candle, guys. Look at this on the 2-minute chart. Come on. I want to see this aggressiveness just stay there. Really get pushing this through 280. That'd be awesome here if we can get through 280 in the next candle or two. Get ripping here. NQ new high, SPY new high, really starting to push now too. Five-minute chart still looks really good. Come on. 279.25. It's trying to hold 279 here. Market is pulling back a little bit as well. That was a good chance for it to go, though. So we got about 1 minute and 20 seconds on this 5-minute candle. I feel like it's just like a ticking time bomb here, but we'll see. Market's rolling over here. Under VWAP, I'm calling it a day. Yeah, I agree. I know it's boring to watch this stuff, guys, but some of these are the best trades. I think me and Pookie have had a lot of them together, where we just sit here and talk about how it's kind of setting itself up. It takes a while, and then it goes crazy. So try to stay focused. Yeah, it does look pretty good. Is that Moo maybe? No. Oh, the new Robin Hood. Nice. Only thing I'm worried about here, guys, is futures just kind of really retracing. I think that's going to put a lot of pressure here on Tesla. So little pullbacks are okay, but I don't want it to be too aggressive to where it kind of breaks Tesla's strength here and pulls it under VWAP or something. Because to me, that's what's going to get buyers to just get out of the way. Look at that break and retest at 630 on Meta. That was just pretty textbook right there. Break through 630, come back down, almost retested it to the penny, and then bounce another $2. Yeah, I agree. Some of the best trades do come in the afternoon when it takes the first hour or two to set up. So typically, I'm never here this long, but I still think there's something here. Only issue is futures. Get a little worried. They seem to get tired up here. They're starting to go flat. Snow kind of selling back off. See what happens here, guys. I really don't want to see this go under VWAP, but like I said, what I was worried about is the market pulling back. So I mean, this isn't a major pullback. I think it's even considered I'd consider it healthy, but I want to see Tesla bounce in this area. I like that bounce right there. Kind of came in close to VWAP and bounced just a little bit. This may just be one of those scenarios where you just kind of set some alerts, 279.50, come back to it when it gets around there, and also set an alert under 276 if it comes there. Move on. I'll stick around for another couple of minutes, but if this just kind of goes flat, I'm just going to move on. I think there's still something here. I do think above 280 with the right volume and some momentum on it could easily give us a new high a day trade. But then again, we're getting a little late, so we'll see. Definitely want to see a bounce here, though. This is a good consolidation, right? We got a nice push through, kind of pulled back, consolidated a little bit back into that zone, kind of back into VWAP. If it can use this, and we can see buyers come in on this and kind of create a higher low. I'm still here for it. So getting pretty boring though. Gonna give it one last chance to bounce out of this little consolidation here. You know, it's almost like a bull flag, guys. So, I mean, we're kind of setting up for a breakthrough 280. I mean, is this guaranteed to work? No, but you know, I think you can see what I'm talking about here. This is to me what a good consolidation would look like. It sucks having to wait here for so long, but you know, again, you need stuff like this sometimes to set up bigger moves, especially later day. You know, you're not going to get the amount of volume that you get off the open this late in the day without some sort of structure to trade off of. So I'm not mad at this, but it needs to hurry up. Little rejection there. This may be one of those trades where I don't know. I want to break my rules here. Never mind. Want to see some buying come out of the zone though. Coming into to VWAP here. That's where you want to see those bottom side wicks for sure, just like that. All right, that was a nice kind of rejection candle there off VWAP. Futures pushing high a day. This is where I gotta see some volume here. To me, this is like a perfect time for it to get going. I don't really want to wait much longer. Meta's got a nice little pattern going too. Kind of just broke its downtrend. Use 630 as a support. That could go straight for a higher day than 635. So maybe something to keep an eye on. But I'm probably going to wrap things up here pretty soon if Tesla doesn't get moving. But I do think it'll be worthwhile to keep an eye on this throughout the day. I'm seeing some 300 calls get bought. I just saw like some batches of 500 of them at a time getting bought. So might be some people loading up here off VWAP waiting for this to rip back through. You know, it might be something that kind of waits for that last 2-3 hours of the day, maybe even just power hour, and it closes, you know, at 290. So I don't know. Just gonna have to wait and see. Market pulling back, testing VWAP again. Look at times and sales light up. It just lights up green when it gets down there. To me, that's a very positive sign, regardless of price action. Those are little things that you can kind of teach yourself to notice. You see the speed of times and sales, then you can see the color. When that thing got under 277, just flash green. Still like the buying pressure off VWAP, but need more. Yeah. Yeah, we finally got it for a split second there. I think a nice move here through 279 is going to send us. It's a great looking candle here on the 2-minute. Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, mastermind, but it's definitely not, it's not the ideal action we wanted today, right? But we can only get what we get. Yeah, do that, Latvian. You can get matching ones in Chicago. I did see your new tattoo. That was cool. Andy can break 113, 114. Possible for sure. Remember, 278 was that kind of big resistance level earlier, so we just broke above. I think a nice volume candle through 279, guys, could really get this thing moving. Nice candle there. I'd like to see this close above. Beautiful 278.50. So we got about 30 seconds on this candle, though. Ideally, we can break this little downtrend here, then go straight through 280. Yeah, NQ is kind of setting up to break through its high of the day as well. So ideally, those can line up together. That would make this trade pretty good. I don't like that rejection, though. Tesla, once again. I doubt it. Not being maybe, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'm excited. I've never been to Chicago. Come on. I hate that rejection there. Yeah, it looks good. I would even, look at it on a 2-minute stick, man. That's I like that chart right now. 5-minute though, it looks good. I don't like how it just rejected there, but it's keeping the pattern. So maybe we need one last test of VWAP here, and then we can get our break. I don't know, but we're coming into lunchtime, so I don't know how I feel about it this late in the day. Back under VWAP, I'm going to move on, and then I can always just come back and revisit this if it does hit my alerts. So we'll see what happens. Once again, just kind of testing VWAP, testing the bottom of this zone here. I feel like if it was ready to go, it should have done it on that last test. But then again, if it can just hold this area right here, the trade's still on. But if we break under, probably done. Futures haven't really pulled back at all either, so this is a little bit weaker than them. I'm probably going to call it here in about 5 minutes, guys. But just so you know, above 280 with some momentum. I mean, I'm just kind of looking for a high of the day break through 285, through 286, and then maybe move to 290. Definitely going to be more of a scalp if it's late morning like it is now. Maybe we get the trade tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm not gonna force anything. There may even be a nice little trade here through 280. Which we could trade. So I got faith in it still. It's just taking forever. Under 276, I'll lose faith. But if it can sit here, I think the trade's still on. So I'm gonna give it one last. If it wants to go test this little downtrend here, I'll stay. But other than that, I'm probably gonna wrap things up here pretty soon. We'll get some coffee, get a little breakfast going, and then come back and maybe just watch this. I'll be at my desk all day. Yeah, I'll update this one. I guess I should just kind of update it right now with the screenshot so they know. So they know what I'm looking at here. Pulling back again here to view up. This is a great little loading zone, though, for people to come in and buy it up. Just kind of waiting for them to just release it. But like I said, if the overall market rolls over and kind of retraces back, SPY goes to 575, Tesla won't really have a choice but to come down. So, all right, guys. Well, are there any other questions or tickers you want me to look at before I get out of here? Anything else? A lot of y'all stayed for this whole time. I appreciate it. Kind of unfortunate how slow things were, but like I said, there may be something here in the next 30 or so minutes. So keep an eye on it. Set some alerts. I have alerts for just above 279 and an alert at 276. So, I know if it hits 276, I just kind of move on. I don't have to micromanage it. If it breaks 279, we could be in store for a nice run up. So just keep that in mind. But if there's no questions, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll stick around for another minute in case anyone has anything they want to type up. If not, then I will see you guys tonight at my free lesson. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time as per usual. And the next event today is technical analysis group session with Jasmine. That's actually live right now if anyone wants to go jump into that. I'm sorry I went a little over on my stream. But yeah, keep an eye on Tesla, guys. I'll be here at my desk. And if you need me, I will. Rado, I see you in here. I just accepted your friend request. If you need anything, or if you're interested in premium or coaching or anything, thanks, Pookie, for sending that link in there. There's my coaching link, guys. I do lessons on Thursday nights. And I have a chat channel specifically for that as well. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. If you need me, you know where to find me. Just at me in the chat. And I will see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. All righty. Bye-bye.